it just did not seem desirable. It wasn't a thing for myself, you know. Don't have to conform to society standards. Else from outside, friends, family, they don't have to get it. They don't have to.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
Right. Society has such a long list of what you should be, especially for women. Do not portray something that you're not. What are my boundaries? What are your boundaries? Just a young disclaimer. I'm not a marriage expert. I'm not a marriage counselor. These are my own views and my opinions. This is not Bible. This is not a blueprint. It's my blueprint, but it's not a blueprint that you should necessarily follow. These are my views. These are my opinions. These are my suggestions. You don't have to take them. I'm just putting them out there. Hello guys, Ninjani. I hope you guys are good. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, welcome. Igama lam ndung Azana Jezile. I would really love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Also, please do turn on your post notifications so that you get notified every time I post a video. And as you can already see from the title of this video, today I am doing a fun video on how to design your dream marriage. Yes, if you want to hear what I have to say, then please do keep on watching. So the reason why I decided to do this video is that growing up I didn't have the best examples of what a marriage should be. I also had some childhood traumas, so I never desired marriage for myself. I never thought it was in the cards for me. It just did not seem desirable. It wasn't a thing for myself, you know. Until I met my person and until I met someone that understood me and understood the type of person that I am. And today, obviously, I'm married, but obviously I changed my mind, because why would I be married? That is because I learned that actually I can design my own marriage. I can tailor make my own marriage. I can create a blueprint of what my marriage is gonna look like. It doesn't have to look like other marriages out there. It doesn't have to have the same dynamics. So I just want to get into a few points that I personally did. The first point is to ask yourself, what does your dream marriage look like? You need to know that and understand that for yourself. And then once you find a partner, potentially in the dating stage, so your partner at that stage would be your boyfriend, and if you see that your relationship is very, very, very serious and you are looking at having a future with this person, that is the best time to start having these conversations with your partner. But firstly, you need to understand that for yourself. You need to understand for yourself, what does that look like? What are the dynamics gonna be like? If you don't know where to start to design this dream marriage, you can look at other couples that you aspire to be like. You can look at certain characteristics that they have, that they do, stuff that you feel is really, really important to you, and you can jot those down. That could be the first step into discovering what kind of marriage do you want to have, you know. Do you want to have a marriage where it's more submissive, the woman is more submissive, or you want to have a marriage where your husband feels like your best friend or your friend, someone you can hang out with? Another point is, don't conform to society standards and pressures. Society has a rule book out there for what a marriage should be, for what a marriage should look like. But let me tell you now, you don't have to conform to society standards. Obviously, there's stuff like tradition and maybe culture. Those are some of the things that you cannot change to the T. but you can tweak them to a certain extent, but you are not going to change tradition, you're not going to change culture. But when it comes to your marriage, the day-to-day activities of your marriage, what happens between you and your husband, how do you guys live, what dynamics do you guys have, then you have full control over that. Society standards, I feel like that is the reason why marriage doesn't really seem appealing, or that is why marriage doesn't seem desirable, because society has such a long list of what you should be, especially for women. I feel like men don't get the same energy, but society expects a lot from women. You don't have to feel pressured by society standards. I feel like the society wants to tell you, you need to be this, you need to be that, and the third. You do not have to conform to any of that. Honestly, you can be whoever it is that you want to be, as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as, you know, because a marriage honestly is between you and your husband. So do not let society pressures and standards get to you. So also, your marriage and your dynamics does not have to make sense to everyone. Honestly, it only has to make sense to you and your partner. Those are the only people it needs to make sense to. Everyone else from outside, friends, family, they don't have to get it. They don't have to.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
Understand it. They're not in a relationship with you guys. They're not in a marriage with you guys. A marriage is between you and your husband. So those are the only people that this blueprint has to make sense to. Ladies, it's very important, do not portray something you're not, baby girl. Do not portray something that you're not, because that is gonna come and it's gonna bite you in the ass. Okay, be very clear about who you are from the beginning. Make sure that your husband understands what he's getting himself into. So now don't pretend like you're something that you're not. Beginning stages, as the girlfriend, you're doing the most, you are cooking 7 days a week, and you're doing all these crazy things, and then once you get married, you want to change that. Also, communication is very important. It's so important to have uncomfortable conversations with your boyfriend, with your partner, before you get married. Have those conversations. What will our life look like? How many kids do we want to have? You know, where can we compromise? Am I willing to do this? What are my boundaries? What are your boundaries? You know, it's very important to have those uncomfortable conversations before you get married, so that now you don't get into a marriage and then now you're expected to have 8 kids, and when you feel like you didn't sign up for this. These are conversations that you need to have before you get married. Obviously, as people, we change, we evolve, so obviously you are allowed to change your mind, and you can always communicate within a marriage as well, but just be transparent with how you feel. Feel free to communicate, and honestly, that is the key. That is it, you guys, for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Also, do turn on your post notifications so that you get notified every time I post a video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye bye.